for this crazy ass stuff here, folks. But I think at a lower bit rate, we might be a little bit more successful.
Yep, we're up.
Hooray! We are up.
Yay!
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. I will continue on. Again, I do apologize for our crazy bullshit.
I have to stop looking at this.
All right. Yeah.
Cheating.
You're not really cheating.
I mean, I was just looking at like the faces mainly.
That's
bats.
fine. All right. Where were
I'm
we?
also checking the frame. Like,
I appreciate it. Nerthiost, you've forfeited your turn, Nerthiost. Elbauthin, it is now your turn. You have a vial of blood. You want to throw it? Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly at where Lraxi's
Make a I would say it's an improvised weapon attack, so you could just make a roll a d20, add your proficiency bonus and your dex modifier.
So, okay, so my dex modifier is a... My proficiency bonus is a...
Bless you.
Thank you.
I will
Is a
tell you the
4.
numbers to add. Ready? It's
plus
d20
9.
plus
D20
5
plus
plus 4,
9.
so plus 9. So d20. So add
Right.
up. So d20 plus 9, and let's see if you hit this thing. Now roll it again because it's disadvantage. With an 18, you will miss. So you throw this vial of blood, and it hits the wall and just splops all over the place.
Ew.
But at a valiant effort. I like the way you were thinking. That was your action, sir.
Then I will still...
Okay. Very nice. You want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Cool. Qrevialur.
Just before my turn, starts, I just want to say that the stream is smooth sailing.
Hooray!
A lot better than before.
Okay, I think that might help.
No,
Hey, you can see. Iron Wolf can see.
So Lraxi pointed at us being 5 feet closer, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
So I will attack recklessly 5 feet in front of me again.
Okay.
Doing the smart
Unless I
plays
have
here.
Yeah, that's all. And pew. To pew. And a pew.
Okay.
Oh!
The last one, double crit. You better fucking believe you hit.
Oh! Oh! We got a Kraw.
Hooray! Craw's in.
Hello.
That was
We
not.
got the
That was
Kraw.
not an hour.
I am only listening. I can't talk.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Maybe you could advise Drakon on what to do.
And he can actually do the voice, that way I can stop making fun of him.
We've got his avatar. So now we need to just sort of go like blah 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 blah, and it'll work. Yeah, exactly. All right, so that does 11 damage with your longsword. Very nice.
At the end of Qrevialur's turn, he's trying to keep up this wall.
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna stop right there?
Yeah, he's gonna stop right there.
Okay.
Will someone try and fling poo or dirt at this thing, please?
I got you. I got you.
What do you got?
Well, I gotta wait for it to be my turn.
Okay. If that's the end of Qrevialur's turn, the creature will then go.
Oh shit.
Second. Does something on its turn. Wow. And then, seeing that Qrevialur is in its way, it will attack Qrevialur
Alright.
with 2 attacks. 1,
Both
2,
have advantage.
with advantage. 24 to hit,
That hits.
20 bludgeoning damage,
Wow.
and then 27 to hit,
That hits.
22 bludgeoning damage. So you guys are watching like it's like Ivan Drago just punching the shit out of Apollo Creed.
Who?
Exactly. Lost on younger viewers. Go watch a good boxing movie every once in a while. And you
haven't
just
seen
watch
Rocky.
as
Rocky.
Qrevialur is being hit hard, just like blood spattering out of his mouth. This could be the first time you guys have seen him get hit this hard ever. But he's standing there like a rock.
Does he still have his teeth?
I don't know.
Probably. He never lost them.
There's always a first time
He
for
has an
everything.
iron jaw. He probably has some dents in his jaw,
Oh yeah.
but not any missing teeth. He has a perfect winning smile.
Okay. That
Mhm.
unfortunately it can't move through your space, so it's attempting to put you down so it can move through your space. That is the end of its turn. Zeke.
All right, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna stand right here by Qrevialur, and I'm gonna attempt to do what Elbauthin did. I'm gonna reach into Ruth's pot
Okay.
and get some dirt
Okay.
and throw it at this creature.
Okay.
So that's what it's 1d20 plus 6 for me.
Yes.
Come on.
This will be at disadvantage.
Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't hit R.
Little known tip, once you put in a specific roll, you can just hit the up arrow and it will do the exact same roll that you did last time. So do it one more
Alright,
time,
now-
please.
I have a question before I do
Yes.
it one more time.
Yes.
Because of the way that we have been doing Tides of Chaos with this automatically rolling 2, and so I have to roll again. If I wanted to Tides of Chaos this to cancel out the disadvantage, would I just get to keep this roll?
No. You would have to roll it and then Tides of
I didn't
Chaos
do
and then
it.
roll it again.
That was
Okay, so
wrong.
I have to make
You've
the
basically
2
been
rolls
rolling it
and
3
then-
times. Yes.
Okay, so I couldn't Tides of Chaos just to cancel out the disadvantage and
No,
keep my roll.
that is not what happens with Tides
Okay.
of Chaos.
All right, second one is a 19,
That is not enough.
so I'm gonna Tides of Chaos it and try and do it again.
Okay.
Come on.
26
26
Yeah!
will
and a
hit.
19. God. Oh, I get to keep the 26.
You
I
get
don't
to
have
keep the
roll twice that
26
time.
because remember, you Tides of
Okay.
Chaos against the 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Another
Now I
nine.
understand how we're doing.
So, like, the
So a
motes of
26.
dirt, like, fly through the air. You see them just like, what the fuck? And then they just land, and they sort of settle on a creature. You still can't see it, but you see that it definitely has some kind of shape that seems to simulate a head and shoulders about the same size as a Duergar, as a dwarf. That said,
Okay.
the last time we did Tides of Chaos, we did it wrong. Because Tides of Chaos is not immediately after I make you roll the Wild Surge. It's immediately after you cast a spell.
That's what you did. I Tides of Chaos on a spell roll, I believe.
But it's immediately after you cast Tides of Chaos and then do a spell is when it actually happens.
Yeah, I think that I used Tides of Chaos and then I cast a spell.
It's
on
cool.
that last
I'm
one.
just letting you know, that's when we do it. So, yeah,
Yes.
you throw dirt on this thing.
Can we see it?
All right,
You
and
can
I
see
have
the outline of it.
So we now know where it is my point.
Thank you,
For now.
Zeke.
You're
That
welcome, and I'm gonna get
Cancels out disadvantage.
For now.
yes for now until it dusts
Welcome
itself
back.
off. But and I just moved out of the way. Okay, my
Cool,
turn
cool,
is
cool.
over.
Talron.
Alright, I think I'm gonna start moving up. And getting a better idea what the hell the Duergar thing is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, hey Qrevialur, you might wanna like back up, you're getting your shit kicked in, saying as I try to swing my glaive between the dudes.
That will be with cover, so that will be with a -2 penalty.
We just occupy our space.
You can go into the space, then swing. Yeah.
Why? Well then again, I mean
And then step out.
Elbauthin did stealth, so I don't really know if I see him.
You don't really see. You sort of. He's like, shit. He's like stuck up against the wall. He's like, don't see me. Don't see me.
It's like, there's an abnormally humanoid Lraxi. Whatever.
And yeah, I'm gonna swing.
Go for it.
Bam, bam. Fuck.
Miss. Both.
Mother. Fuck.
Even with the thing covered in dirt, it just
How?
nimbly steps out of the way. Just slowly.
What the fuck
Step
are you?
through it.
What the fuck are you?
It says nothing. Anything else, Talron?
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna step over here.
Okay. Lraxi's turn. Kraw, are you cool to tell us what you want Lraxi to do?
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
The ghost is kicking Qrevialur's ass.
It didn't move anywhere towards him. He's just going.
We give Qrevialur resistance.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yes, resistance to concentration cantrip.
Okay, then heroism will go away.
I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying maybe.
Fair enough.
Well,
Probably not the best idea.
I think he's just going to Toll the Dead again. So 17 Wisdom save.
Okay. He failed, surprisingly.
Alright, so 14 necrotic damage since
Okay.
he's already damaged.
Very good, very good.
Isn't it 19 since he's already damaged?
Nope, that's if he's undamaged. If he's not damaged, it would be 19. Those are just really bad rolls. Fair. Happens. It's 3d12 versus 3d8.
Lraxi, I want you, or Drakon, you can do it for him, just to make a perception check, since it is his turn now. Okay. It's pretty clear that when you see all of these attacks that are actually connecting with this creature, they are making incisions in it. You see the slashes going across, although again, no blood issues forth. But every single time you look at it again, just steeling yourself for this awful impending, you notice that the wounds have almost essentially disappeared.
What? Oh.
Just letting you know.
It's a reminder.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, what?
We've lost him.
This reminds me of Sam.
It reminds him of something.
Okay. That's good to know.
Sam.
Sam?
Say. It reminds him of Say.
Of Sam.
Say.
Don't run
S-A-A-A-A-A-A.
Discord on a mobile device. Fly, you fools.
Moving on.
Honestly, I think that might be the smartest idea.
Okay, it is now Nerthios' turn. Nerthios is still panicking.
Can he? He wasn't panicking. He was just curious.
Of course.
I mean, now he's panicking since he just saw blood throw out of Qrevialur, just
Okay.
randomly.
Okay.
So, does the dirt being on the creature count as him being able to see the creature?
I would say that it would enable him to make an attack at it. Yeah.
Okay, because that's a requirement of his IV.
Fair
is
enough.
Being able to see him.
I
That's
will
what
I will
asking.
give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, let's see. So he got 2 and 3. All right, here it comes. Let's see. Con save.
What is the condition?
Oh, please work.
Paralyzed?
Please work.
Is paralyzed.
Come on.
Okay. Con save.
Oh,
14.
That just
Damn
barely
it.
makes it.
damn.
And wisdom save. It's for frightened.
Okay. Wisdom save. Okay. He got. Oh, he failed that one.
All right, he's now frightened of Nerthios.
You might be immune to it.
Really? A ghost being scared?
I already told Matt, and I mean, Matt said he's not. So apparently he's not.
He is not immune to frightened, it seems.
He's afraid of little ball boy, just like everyone else.
He can
in this
repeat the
dungeon.
saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Yep, at the end.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage if
Has
Nerthios
disadvantage if his Nerthios is visible. Got it. I will
That's-
put a little frightened,
Kind of give us a
frightened
gives us
condition.
a chance to run away.
Why is everything always scared of Nerthios?
Lraxi,
Yeah, we-
you notice that when the beam hits this creature, and you guys all watch as the beam issues forth from Nerthios' eye beam and hits this dirt pile, or whatever it is, the creature stops moving towards you, Lraxi. It just stands there, motionless. Elbauthin, your turn.
5, 10. I
Okay.
am going to stab with a rapier at advantage coming out of stealth.
Okay.
Ah!
If you hit, you will get sneak attack.
Oh,
I hit!
You do.
holy sh!
Nice.
At advantage.
Yes, with advantage, you get that crit with the advantage.
That's fucking a lot of damage.
Yeah, tell me how much.
So the 12, 18 is 30. That's 43.
43 damage. Very good.
Wow.
You finally get a good big ol' hit on this thing.
And you know what I'm gonna do?
Please tell me.
I'm gonna use my boon
Your what?
to turn
your
a hit into
boon.
a crit. That's right. So I'm gonna double that.
So wait a second. Apologies. The boon, if I remember correctly, which was turn a hit into a crit. Is that right? I will reconsult the boon because I
Consulted.
don't. I will consult the boon deck. Here we go. Elder runes. That was the rune of Angress, I believe. Yeah. The boon. When the target hits with an attack, that'd be you. The target can turn that hit into a critical hit.
Oh, okay. So I don't get to use the boon.
You don't get to use the boon.
But at least you still have it.
You
But
still
I
have the boon.
I get to stealth.
Okay.
No critical crits here.
Very good. Stealthing away. Qrevialur.
Alright, so, does anybody else look damaged? Like, does Zeke,
You're the only
Talron,
one-
or Elbauthin look hurt at all?
No.
I think you're the only one that's gotten pounded.
Yeah.
Like, bad.
Alright, so I'm going to cast a big boy spell. Cast Mass Cure Wounds
Very nice.
on, let's see, I get 5 people, so Lraxi would be one of them.
Okay.
Nerthio would be another one. And I guess, because, I mean, it says up to, I mean, the Zorn can have some health too.
The Zorn didn't need any health. The Zorn didn't get any
Too
damage.
bad. It's got some fancy glitter now.
Fantastic.
So
I
Talron.
am. I'm low. Oh, thank you.
Talron got a bit of fancy glitter too.
Cool.
So everybody responsible for your own hit points, please add them as per.
Yes.
You
three
don't
people
get
that
you don't
needed
get
to?
additional
I
hit
already
points,
I
Talron.
was about to say. What?
No.
Get up
This
to your
is
maximum,
restoring.
please.
This is restoring hit points, not adding it.
Very nice.
So,
Anything
alright,
else?
And then he will go into a rage.
Aha. Okay.
Nice.
He's not happy about it.
Anything else?
Nope, that's the end of his turn.
Okay, very good. All right. This creature will do something on its turn. And then it will strike. Did the most damage.
Pretty sure
Yeah, Elbauthin, but he can't see it.
I'll-
Then probably Qrevialur.
Can't see Elbauthin because of his ridiculous stealth.
He doesn't even know where the hell he got struck from.
No, it probably does. He just doesn't want to turn around and like waste his action on this fucking thing that he can't see. Oh, actually, wait a minute.
didn't
I have
get
to
the
check
hit
something here, folks. I'm
Uh-oh.
a DM who's mean. No, not at all. Let me just check something.
He explodes.
No, you know what? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Or I should say, it wouldn't do that. It's going to attack you, Qrevialur.
Okay.
With 2 attacks, as it did before.
What type of damage is this doing?
This will be doing bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
But it won't be at advantage, or will still
No.
be at advantage.
So
It
he
won't
didn't
be
do
at
reckless
advantage.
attack, so we will not be at advantage.
So it's regular.
But it will be half damage.
If it does damage, yes.
If it is, yeah.
He's frightened, so it's a disadvantage.
Oh,
But
he's frightened, so his attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay. With
that-
Oh, yeah, because Nerthios is within its sight.
sure.
That's how it works. When
yeah.
Nerthios is within its sight, it gets disadvantage on attack.
Yeah. The first attack is a 13 with disadvantage.
That misses.
Okay, and then the second attack with disadvantage is a 27.
That hits.
That's 24 bludgeoning damage.
So 12.
There you go.
Alright.
Is there anything else?
It can repeat its save against being frightened.
That
at
is
the
true.
end of its
Oh,
turn.
Lraxi, I forgot. Once your hero, your heroism is still up. You're fine. You're concentrating on it. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
fine.
a wisdom saving
We're
throw.
good. We're good. Wisdom saving throw now for this creature.
Yep, for fear.
All right, very good.
Disadvantage.
No, it doesn't get disadvantage.
Yeah, it
17.
does. It's at disadvantage. Is that the disadvantage?
It doesn't get disadvantage for its save.
That's part of the
Yeah,
reg.
it does.
Oh, if it's 8. Oh, okay, got it. So it's still 17.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, then it succeeds and it's still frightened.
Okay. Okay. No more fright condition. Zeke, you're up. Oh, as a bonus action, is it smart enough to do that? Let me make an intelligence check here. It's not the smartest thing, but it sort of like looks down at itself and it's like, I'm covered in dirt. Let's make an intelligence check.
This would have to be after because the frightened condition has to happen at the end of the turn.
Yeah, yeah. It's not okay. It failed its intelligence save, so it still has dust. It still has dirt on it.
Okay.
For the next 6 seconds, maybe. So now it is Zeke's turn.
Okay.
Hold the line, Qrevialur. Hold the line.
Have to.
Okay,
Because
I
no
hope
one
that's
else
good.
will.
Zeke is going to back up, first of all, out of the fray. And then going to hit it with a firebolt.
Oh, I had a heart attack.
No, not a fireball. I wouldn't do that to you guys.
I don't believe you. You like blowing things up, and now there's
An
just more
18.
things to blow up.
So 20.
So.
Oh, right. It's no longer disadvantage.
It's no
so
longer
20.
disadvantage, so a 20 does hit.
All
Roll
right,
your
so he
damage.
takes 18 fire damage.
Very nice, very nice.
That's hot.
So let me think about this. Just trying to remember. Is it any spell, or is it only spells of first level or above?
Oh, I don't actually know.
Let me
I backed out
consult the book. For wild.
Consult, because I backed out of the
wild
way specifically because this was
Wild
about to
magic
happen.
surge.
That's why I tried to get away from everybody.
You may not have backed up fun.
Wild magic surge. If you roll a 1, Tides of Chaos, starting at first level. Here we go.
Let's spin the wheel of wild magic.
Nope, it's immediately after you cast a spell of first level or higher.
Ah, so it's not going to go yet. All right, I can keep cantripping that bastard.
Go for it. Keep
I'm still gonna,
cantrip away.
My cantrips are good at this level. I'm still going to stay back here where I am.
Totally.
And that is the end of my turn.
Talron.
Okay, well, just gotta continue doing what I'm doing. Swinging away.
Move so you get advantage.
Nice.
Okay, so the first one is a hit, and the second one is a crit.
All right.
Boom.
So 12.
29.
29.
Very nice.
And you know what? As a bonus action, we gotta try to fight it.
Okay. Nope.
Shit.
Hungry jaws.
Dirt in your mouth?
You get close to it with your mouth, and then you realize that would probably be the worst idea ever, and then you just back off. Don't do it. Look at that alligator. Look at that. It's like, ah! All right.
I mean, the ability is now useful thanks to my strength.
Oh, God, that looks like it's going to hurt.
Yeah. Lraxi.
Yeah, why do you not have your proficiency bonus added to that?
What do you mean I didn't?
Proficiency bonus isn't added to it, it's just your strength.
Really?
Yeah, it's D20 plus 4.
And plus 4 is your strength mod, so it should be,
Plus 4 plus 4.
plus 4. So it
Yeah.
should
Oh,
be...
so-
Should be plus 8.
That first one should be, first one should be 19 instead, which I'm so
We can fix it after. Lraxi, what do you want to do?
Lraxi wishes to point and say, "It hasn't moved!" And then, Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw. Gosh, why are his D8s so... Oh, there's the first time his D12's been better.
Wisdom saving throw? Okay.
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a 21.
I need to check something really quick. Frightened condition, does that apply to saving throws too?
He's not frightened anymore. He saved.
Oh yeah, you're right. So alright, well then no damage is done.
Okay. Anything else, Lraxi?
Nope, that's the end of his turn.
Nerthiost.
Nerthios gonna do, scary eyeball eye beams.
Got it.
2 and 4. So, con saving throw.
Paralyzed.
Con. Okay. That is a failure.
Holy
He's
shit.
paralyzed for 1 minute. Repeat the con save at the end of each of its turns.
Very good. As you're using your
1
actions
minute is
against
enough
this thing.
time to run away.
And then,
Wounding way.
and then why does it have two?
Paralyzed. Very nice.
Why it rolled twice? So we're gonna take the first damage. I don't know why it rolled twice.
And Constitution saving throw for the wounding ray.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 17. Sorry, 21. Beg your pardon.
Alright, so then it is half of 9, so it should be 4 necrotic damage.
Cool, cool, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Elbauthin.
This is gonna be fun. Because this is a crit.
If it
It's
hits.
like if it hits, it's a crit.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I believe in you, man.
Because it's
Isn't there
paralyzed.
advantage if it's
He has
I have
advantage
my-
because he's flanking it. And it's paralyzed, so if it hits with advantage, it will be a crit. So God knows.
It's gotta be a crit regardless.
Maybe, maybe not.
Also, attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
That's
because
a
it's
20.
paralyzed, too.
So the 20 just
That's what I was thinking.
barely hits.
Yeah, but now I have to roll the extra damage for it. So
That's correct. So the sneak attack damage and the piercing damage. So the piercing damage was 1d8 plus 5. So just roll another 1d8 plus 5 for the piercing. And then your sneak attack damage was it 66? So then roll another 66.
I thought you don't add your...
So crits, you roll all the dice twice. So
yeah,
it would
but
be.
not the modifiers, right?
No,
I thought you
it's
don't add the mod.
so. Hold on.
I
You
think
rolled
someone.
it.
Okay.
I don't really know if that was.
So you rolled a 1d8, which is turned
No,
out to be
I
another
rolled
5.
it. I rolled it wrong. I rolled it
That's
wrong.
fine. So I'll incorporate the 5 into the piercing damage. So now it's 14. And now
Plus-
roll your sneak attack damage again, which is just roll 66 again. Beautiful. So 26 plus 21 plus 14.
Let's
Holy
see,
shit.
That's 61.
Very good.
Woo!
Okay. Here's what happens. Elbauthin slides his rapier right up into this thing's grill and stabs it. And Elbauthin, you feel something change. Because not only does this creature become visible, but it enlarges and pushes all of you guys in the area out 5 feet as it does so. Because when it turns into what you guys can see, which I'm going to show you in a second,
So where would I go? Because I'm up.
you're going to be moving to the left.
Oh.
Because it's going to take up these 4 squares. It's going to
Oh,
move the
Jesus.
Zorn to the right, too. So I'll move the Zorn. And I'm going to move Elbauthin to the right. Boom,
I
boom,
love how
boom.
the Zorn's just.
The Zorn's like, what's going on here, folks?
I'm just gonna use my bonus action.
Cut out. What are you using bonus action for?
To fly up.
Oh, okay. 10 feet?
Yes.
Got it. Cool. All right, so here's what this thing looks like. First of all, I'll put it back.
It's an aboleth.
Make it the normal size that it is, and
How
then
many hit points did that thing have, dude? 300?
and then
Oh, it's still alive.
oh, it's still alive. That's what it looks like.
Oh shit! Kill him with fire.
It's
What is that?
Cthulhu. What is that?
It is this awful, horrendous, multi-tentacled creature with this gross maw of just dripping teeth and these sort of mutated, awful hind legs, and this bulbous top. And that's when it issues forth this awful sort of screech for the first time. This just wail.
Can it do that if it's paralyzed?
It could still, I mean, it can still scream.
Can
just-
It
it?
can't move or speak.
Oh, it can't speak? Okay, so it just
No.
sort of like opens its mouth. Just goes,
It's like when you just need to. It's like when someone's talking to you, you have to mute the movie for a second. You're just like, wait, what?
right.
Oh, okay.
Can we do our Arcana check on this thing or something? Or
Sure, go for it. I'd love to see you guys, I'd love to see you guys figure out what this thing
Okay.
is.
Well, Lraxi
Arcana?
probably
Sure.
want to, so...
You want to figure out what it is? Be my guest. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Sarkana's
Nope.
amazing.
God damn.
Dude, that's a good roll.
I mean, 2 19s.
Didn't get it.
Yeah, my Arcana was
DC,
terrible.
the
God
DC is a,
damn.
the DC is a 22.
Damn.
Damn.
I wonder. This would be hilarious.
Aw.
If,
Close,
if
not
Nerfio's
bad.
got it,
3 19s.
it's true. It's true.
Nerfio's got it. He couldn't say what it is.
He'd be like, "What the, Dad?" No. All right, that's Elbauthin's turn. After he stabs this thing and it reveals its true form. You haven't even seen my final form, bro. It's now Qrevialur's turn.
All right. Qrevialur will. He's still raged. So he has
Yeah.
rage. And he has advantage on this attack. So he's going
Actually, sorry, it's the start of your turn. You can see it now, so go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh.
Wisdom. 6.
Oh.
That is not enough. So you are frightened. Yes,
Can I
you are
still attack someone
frightened.
I'm frightened
Until the start of your until the start of your next turn, you are frightened.
Can I still attack it?
You can still attack it. You'll have disadvantage because you're frightened.
But I also have
And
advantage, so it
he
cancel
has the
out.
advantage.
So it cancels out. Straight attack then.
Alright. So boop,
Nope.
Ugh.
boop,
Yep.
Okay.
and boop.
Yes. Okay, so 2 attacks will hit.
And those are
then-
crits.
No, they're not.
And yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, they are
They're
crits because they
paralyzed.
get paralyzed. Yep, 100%.
I'm assuming the rage damage doesn't get doubled.
No.
So
Well, actually, it's
that's-
all die rolls that get doubled. So rage does not.
Okay, so let's see. So I would get. So the
11.
sword, I would get D8 and then 2d6.
Paralyze this creature. That was what did it.
Yep.
That was what
It's
did it.
like
D8. Roll 2d6, and then the sword, which is another 1d8.
what's
D8. So that is.
Where are your modifiers, dude?
You
That's what's
don't do the
modifiers,
modifiers. It's just the damage. You just re-roll the dice.
7, 13, 15, 28, 31, 38, 42.
Very nice. 42
wait, it
damage.
should be. Oh, that first one didn't hit. Okay, though.
Yep, only the first attack missed.
Gotcha.
And then I will do a blade flourish.
Okay.
Using one of my bardic inspiration dies.
Okay.
I will do the defensive flourish.
Okay.
And so I also deal an extra. I also
Go
do
for it.
extra damage.
Slice and dice it.
Oh
Oh,
so
shit.
it's 1d10. Let's roll 1d10. Does this count towards the crit?
No.
Because it's a dice roll
No.
for damage?
It's
Okay.
only no. The crit is only on the action that you actually did it on. You can't just
Okay.
add more than crit on that.
That's what I was wondering.
Nope.
Because this adds extra damage.
That's
to
like
that.
paladins who like crit on their attack and then are like, yeah, I'm gonna throw a divine smite in there and I crit on that too, right? I'm like, no.
Well, I didn't know. That's why I asked. And then, so I also get +7 to my AC.
Okay.
So my AC is now 22.
Very good. For how long?
Until my next turn. Until the start of my
Very
next
nice.
turn.
So how much damage did you actually do?
So let's see. So I said 42 plus
Plus
7,
7.
so 49 in total.
All right. So, Qrevialur.
Just use the fucking flourish. Wasted my flourish!
How do you wish to
the
kill
flourish might
this
be what killed it.
awful, screeching, tentacled monstrosity?
Well, I imagine Elbauthin's probably got it pinned at some point. Like,
Yeah.
he probably has his dagger somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Or whatever he's using. And so then Qrevialur takes his sword and kind of like slurs it right above Elbauthin's dagger.
Okay.
And so that way you can hear like the sparks flying out.
Okay.
And then he cuts off one side
Okay.
and starts to tumble over like a tree.
Okay.
And then he comes up with his other sword while it's falling down and
As
whatever
you
the
cut
bulbous
through
head
this
is.
creature in its current form, you notice it's sort of falling apart like gloppy jello. As it hits the floor, it dissipates. You hear a sort of a dank, a hiss sound, and then whatever part of it fell to the ground just sort of immediately dissolves into this sort of black ooze, and then just almost immediately after that, just dissipates into the floor.
I immediately look at it and look over at Qrevialur. Good thing I didn't decide to take a chunk out of it. Ugh.
I fly over here, escaping the goo.
Yep.
And then I settle down right here.
Very nice.
I don't think I want to know what the hell that thing tastes like.
There's very little, if anything, left after about 10 seconds, and then maybe after another 5 seconds more, it's as if the thing was never there.
Hey, Lraxi, you feeling any better?
Lraxi
Yeah, man.
is good God. What? Yeah, man. I'm fine. It's cool, man. We're good.
I'm doing great.
Yeah. This is the worst NPC interaction ever. I will in Kraw's absence, I will maintain his joie de vivre.
Man.
Don't. You wouldn't unless I was doing this.
I mean, he didn't tell you to roleplay him. He just told you to do his mechanics.
Yes, so I'm gonna roleplay him anyway because he's my brother.
Okay, fine.
I'm allowed to take that.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself.
I'm feeling great. Okay, I'm actually gonna do this seriously. I'm actually feeling quite better after that fight for some reason. It's a bit terrifying.
Well, hopefully that'll be the only thing we'll ever have to deal with in this entire floor. Jeez.
I doubt that. Which way did that thing come from, anyway?
That way.
That's
that way. I keep
Could
forgetting
you
I'm
ping
like
it on the map for me?
yeah, it
Yeah,
came from the
that
east.
you're no longer reversed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I keep forgetting. Yeah, it came from the east.
And, well, the good news is our Zorn buddy didn't get hurt.
The Zorn explodes. No, I'm just kidding.
He was a decoy all along.
You killed my dad. No, the Zorn is totally fine. The Zorn didn't even notice it was happening. He just keeps chewing on a variety of minerals and gems, actually.
Zorny. What was that?
The Zorn looks at you and says, Guardian of the level. Kills, or maybe not, don't know. Takes things. Dwarves don't like it. And then he just like wanders away and continues to go over to by the wall and pick more gems out of it. Keep eating it.
Oh. What a nice fellow.
Hey guys, there's a room full of busted stuff over here.
Oh yeah, I saw this room earlier, but then that thing decided to interrupt our exploration.
Doing my thing.
You're doing your thing.
Oh God.
Not the worst stealth, but what is it? Even with a nat 1?
It's at 23.
With a nat 1?
Really?
Oh, that's right, because it's 10 base plus 13.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
13.
So it is at 23.
I still can't see him.
Yeah.
The one time when he rolls a natural 1.
I mean, you guys have rolled pretty high perception checks before in the past. It's not like he's just like, I am one with the air. And then...
Wait, guys, there's light in this room.
There is.
Yes, and
I think this is the room that we were going to, Zeke, earlier, and then we detoured and... Like,
might be.
Yeah.
What is this broken stuff in the middle?
I will tell you what this room has in it. Give me a second to open up the room description. This is room. Oh. Okay. You guys can stop there if you want, or not. It's up to you. You see that there are 4, again, rose quartz pillars casting a very warm pink light throughout this room.
It's pink.
It's nice. It's a sort of a yellowy pink light. You see that there are 4 potentially work areas. I only say that because you find sort of amongst all the detritus and rubble, you find hammers, broken hammers, smashed beyond recognition. But you see there's sort of that their hafts are still intact, and some tools, some metal tools that seem to indicate that. Well, those of you who are looking at the tools, go ahead and make a. Do any of you? What kind of tool proficiencies do you guys have actually?
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools, okay.
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools, okay.
Dice.
Cartographer's tools.
Oh, and dice.
Cartographer's
Yes.
tools. Okay.
Dice and pan flutes.
Okay. None of these tools that you find amongst the ground, unless Talron has something
also,
else.
I don't think I have any.
You have no tool
tools.
proficiencies? Totally cool. Makes sense.
Also, Lraxi is cartographer and disguised.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, none of these tools look like any of the tools that you guys currently have in your possession. They are very fine. They are made of metal. They seem to be some kind of etching tool. You're not quite sure. But if you want, y'all can make, I would say, just straight intelligence checks to see what maybe these things are.
I am not a smart man.
Nah, I mean, you grew up in the swamp.
That's way
makes
better than
sense.
that should have been.
That makes sense, actually, Zeke, for some reason or another. Yep, and yeah, you guys who city boys and city girls, you make sense for you would understand what it is. Ding,
Really?
ding, fries are done.
Let's see, and
No, Nerthios.
that's
Sorry.
Nuthios. Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense that that Zeke and Elbauthin would know what these things are. They are jewelers' tools. Tools that one can use in order to refine and potentially cut raw gems into faceted ones.
You know what? You mind if I
People are getting ideas all over the place.
I was gonna ask if I could like grab it.
I mean,
Yeah, take the jeweler's tools.
be my guest.
It might come in handy in the future.
Sure. You a jeweler?
No. I just.
As they're discussing, I grab one of them and put it in my bag.
Very good.
I don't know. I just figured when we're done with this entire dungeon place. I don't know.
You're gonna be a jeweler?
Everyone needs a hobby.
I mean, I've
Is
been outside my hobby ever since I left the swamp.
What's
Is there
your
anything
hobby
else?
besides jewelry making?
Killing people.
Oh, that's Qrevialur.
Is there anything else of note in this room? Is there anything on the walls?
I would say
I shall be right.
No secret passages, no traps.
based on I'm always taking into account your investigation rolls here and there about them just to make things easier for us all. You do happen to notice that the doors to the south, where you see these gigantic sort of bricks here, I'm pinging right here.
Mhm.
Those look like the remains of the door that was clearly smashed in by something very large.
I'm gonna poke my nose down the hallway.
Okay, you look down the long, dark hallway. And with the light that you have,
I don't think. Yep.
you're not able to see very far.
I'm gonna cast some dancing lights down the hall, which is a
Okay.
cantrip.
Sure. Down the hall, it sort of goes about, 30 or 40 feet, and then expands out wider, sort of a funnel-like thing. You can see sort of glittering. Actually, you took all the gems from that place, but it looks just like that wall that you took all the gems from.
Okay,
So,
so I
yeah,
guess
it's
this
definitely the
this
room
was
that-
where we were trying to go before.
Yeah.
Okay, well then,
What's down here?
the room where we came in, where we found all the gems in the wall.
Oh, so we're just running a circle.
Well, no, we would go in a circle if we went back down. I think there's more up here that we haven't
Does-
looked at yet.
Does anybody actually need a long rest?
It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been keeping track of the time. You took a short rest about an hour ago.
Does that mean we can't take it?
You can take as many short rests as you like.
Krev, do you need to catnap yourself?
Nice. Anybody else need to? I mean, Talron, do you have spells?
I mean, I still got. Well.
Do you want more spells?
I mean, I've only
If
used
he's gonna-
once. I mean,
If
I've
he's
only-
gonna nap, you might as well nap with him. If he's gonna nap, and we're gonna wait.
I slowly look over at Zeke.
Your head'll be fine.
I don't know how I feel about sleeping with another guy.
Who said we were going to be sleeping together? Just be.
Oh my god, just knock him out.
What?
He has to be willing. You can't just do it.
I know.
I mean, I could knock him out as in knock him out, but it wouldn't be very nicely.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
And then this time, Qrevialur will do something way different.
Oh boy.
He's actually going to press, like, the hilt of his sword against his palm, and then with his palm, lightly touch Talron's forehead. Both fall asleep.
Oh, that's gentle.
While they're taking their nap, I take Root out of my backpack, give him a little water.
Root is now the size of like a large, like one of those like large Star Wars dolls that are about like, 18 to 20 inches high now.
Yeah.
He's pretty big. He's not going to be able to fit in your backpack for very much longer.
Well, I mean, he's already been poking out at the top of
Yeah.
it, like over my shoulder for a while. I'm like, come on, buddy. You think you can walk?
Root's eventually going to want to eat something.
I am Root.
Well, it's too bad I can't use.
What? Climb out of the pot? Come on, bud. I know you know what I'm saying.
He looks down at the ground. I am Root.
Yes, you are Root. Can you walk? Can he like bend over and see the walking trees printed on his pot? And I'm like pointing at them.
He
like,
sort of takes one of his branch hands down and sort of tests the floor. And then you see all of his lower root extremities move slowly out of the pot and gingerly touch the ground. And he looks at you with a sort of blank eyes for a sec. His emotion turns to that of perhaps fear for a second. I am Root.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. You can do it.
I am Root.
Yeah, you are Root.
The other foot comes out of the pot, spilling out all this black earth on the ground. And then he sort of wobbles for a sec. I am Root.
I put my hands out.
I'm Root.
Okay.
And then he tests his balance for a sec. And then he stands there.
Zeke is like, I'm a little teared up. Like there's like a little moisture on my black eyes, and I give him a huge hug.
I don't even see this. I'm still knocked out.
You guys are
you are knocked out. Yes. Let me find for you yet another fucking NPC token.
Yay! I get a Root.
Hold on.
I'm just smoking my pipe.
You're probably smoking his ancestors. Like this Root's really good. You want some? Awakened.
Yo, Root, you want some Root?
Awakened shrub. Boop.
Well, he'll eventually be a tree ant.
I mean, one day.
One day he'll fight.
I mean, we know he's growing really fast. Yay! I have a Root.
I mean, one day he'll fight against the armies of Sauron.
He will.
I should know better. All right, Root. Boom.
Yay!
There's Root. I will change the token. I'm just letting you know how many hit points he has. It's 10. It's 10 hit
Well,
points.
Root doesn't have to get into combat.
No, he doesn't. Don't blow him up.
I'm gonna try really hard not. I haven't blown him up yet.
Well, that's good.
We gotta keep him safe at least. Until we find some place for him to wander about.
Okay.
He will. When Root is where Root wants to be, he'll know. I have faith in that.
All right, I'm gonna make Root a thing now. This is a thing. This is an actual thing now. All right, guys. You guys are just more NPCs. More of them.
More all the NPCs.
All
Whose
the NPCs.
fault
Pets
is
and
that?
NPCs.
Mine. Ever since I got this Beholderkin,
Actually, did I find Root before you found Earthiest?
not believe so.
No, you did not. It was on the same level though.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, we might have found him while we were separated, actually.
No.
No? Okay.
We were all together. I remember this.
Oh, okay.
All right, Root. There you go. Boop. And
I have a
now I
Root.
will give you. Do you want to control? Root does not have.
Yeah.
I don't think any. Does he have any combat actions? He has one combat action. Hey, he doesn't do such a bad. He's a CR2 creature. Oh, that's a root. No, he's an awakened tree. Sorry, that's not a bush. That's an awakened tree. That is wrong. Apologies. Yeah, like one is humongous. Okay, let me just delete that one, and then I will give the actual Root control.
He's going to become a tree eventually.
I mean,
He'll get
yeah,
there.
with proper love and care and sunlight, of which there is none down here, and water. You guys have some of that.
Actually, every time I cast my sunbeam spell, he gets sunlight.
True. Okay, good point. Duplicate.
And also, he's magic from my plant growth wild magic surge.
That's right.
Why he's
Miracle
growing
Grow.
so fast.
100%.
Miracle Grow.
Root has one combat action, and that combat action is to rake. As in, not like, yes, I will rake the leaves, but yes, it's a +1 to attack, reach of 5 feet, and he does approximately 1d4 minus 1 slashing damage.
We all have our humble beginnings.
He has 10 hit points.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try very hard not to get him killed.
Is he weak to fire?
Is he what?
Is he weak to fire?
Is he vulnerable to fire?
Yeah.
He's a bush.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I
believe
out.
tree ants are. Because I looked up
yes, he is vulnerable to fire, but he is resistant to piercing damage.
It's just ironic, the fact that he's with, the person who loves fire so much.
This is actually a very good point.
Also, don't be casting your level 1 magic. You still
I'll make sure I'm away from him.
Bad. Love it. All right, so now we've got Kathy the spider. We've got Root, Nerthios, and Zeril.
Who's got Kathy?
Me.
Yeah.
Qrevialur does.
Qrevialur has.
Oh,
Kathy
I still
the
have.
spider.
I don't actually have control over it though.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to have control over Root? I didn't know if you were gonna actually. Yeah. Okay, cool. I will give you control. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Boop. Now you have control. Congratulations.
Well, everyone has a companion.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I can't move him.
I try again. Edit. Oh, that's weird. I think you may now. Right now.
Yay! Yes, now I have. Yay, Root!
Okay.
Now I just need to bring out all of my critters at once, and we can have a little tea party.
Oh god. Oh no, please. For the love of all that is holy.
For the love of all that is holy.
Your short rest goes unhampered.
I wake up.
You have your spell slots. Congratulations.
Except for my level 6.
That is true.
You don't get that one back on a short rest?
No, that's a long rest. Anything that's like a level 6 or above, for me as a warlock, that's a long rest.
Gotcha. I mean, all my spells are long rest, so.
Alright, so I wake up. Ugh, what a nice nap. Not being rough on my nose, and I look over at Zeke. Oh, hello, Zeke, and oh my god, it's a bush!
No, it's not. It's Root.
Root waves at you.
His feathers. His leaves.
I am Root.
Hi, Root. Go to Zeke. You got a place for him?
He's gonna walk with us until we find a place for him to live.
Well, I pray to God that nothing of harm comes to us at this point.
I mean, he survived in my backpack this long.
Yeah.
He'll stay out of trouble. Look at him. And I ruffle it again.
I'm Root.
Oh shit. Well, where to go at this point?
Where is Elbauthin? I don't even see him anymore.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Like, he's so stealthy. He stealthed away from me.
Elbauthin.
Go. Did he disappear?
Elbauthin?
I don't see him anymore. Is this something you planned to do, Alex? Just sort of wander away from the group?
I'm actually right there, dude.
I don't see you. Are you under someone?
There he is.
You sneaky son of a bitch. He was under Lraxi the whole time.
Dad's always been hiding all this time. He just
Lraxi.
hides under other people.
Lraxi, explain yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I had a bit too much drink.
Elbauthin like sneaks out from under Lraxi. He's like, "What's up?" All right, what do you guys want to do?
All right. Well, the southern end leads back to where we came from. So
let's just go up and to the left.
Well, actually, it leads to a dead end.
Up and to the left leads to the other side of the pit.
So maybe if there's a possibility,
Calm
it's
your
probably more.
tits.
But there's a door right here.
That goes back into the room we were just in.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, like as far as this entire section to the left is like an entire dead end.
So then we have to go back the way we came.
Well, actually,
Apparently.
if we go through this tunnel, I think there was another pathway we could have gone to on the right.
No, it's blocked by steel doors.
No, I mean like down and to the right, up.
Correct.
Yeah, I know where I'm going.
Lead away.
Talron, the only one with sight.
Yeah, because he ain't warlock. All right, so yeah, this entire section is entirely new. So.
All right.
Hold on, let me do my rolls.
Do your thing, man.
Rolls. Thank you. We'll keep those into effect.
5. All right.
So
See a long corridor that seems to go all the way down with a couple of sort of branches off to the north and south.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with my tokens, but it's a little lag.
So.
I fail.
Oh, you want me to stealth?
Root doesn't have a stealth roll. Well, fine.
What about here?
Just rolls dex.
That is a door.
Can I listen behind it with my 15 perception?
With your 15 perception, you do not hear anything.
Can someone else listen?
I can't promise I'll hear anything, but I'll come give it a try.
Well, what can you promise?
Very little.
Aw.
Open the door. Open it.
All right, very good.
But wait, we don't even know.
You open the door. Inside this room is
Gold!
Just one.
Something purple.
Yeah, you see in the middle of this room a wreckage of some kind, a wrecked bookcase, potentially 2 wrecked bookcases, one sort of flat on its front, the other one on its back. You also see over here on the top left some kind of a bed, and over here some kind of I don't know, maybe a cabinet. You're not quite sure.
I'm gonna go rifle through the cabinet.
Okay. Within the cabinet, you find a chipped, 10-inch tall lapis lazuli statuette of a dwarven king. Seems to be worth
Do I
a certain amount of money. Make a history check if you want to recognize who this particular dwarf king is.
feel like I randomly did really well on one of these in the past, but not this one.
I mean, for some reason or another, you just weren't paying attention. I don't know.
Yeah, at least try as well.
Maybe it's Malaire. Maybe it's one of his ancestors. All dwarfs look the same.
Did we see, was the big dwarf statue that we saw where I got the circlet of blasting, was that Malaire?
Yes, I believe that was.
Well, then that was the one that I got
It's
right.
not an
so then do
exact
I
representation of that statue. That's the reason why.
Well,
Okay.
I got 15.
Okay.
What's here, Matt?
A door.
Over here.
That is a door.
You open it.
Would you like me to open it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Hang on,
I
you
put the
want-
Elbauthin
statue in my
opens
bag.
the door, and you see another room. This one, Elbauthin, again, is dark, but all lit from the torchlight. You see that there are work areas lining the east wall, each consisting of a stout desk and a swiveling stool.
I search all of the desks.
Sure. All of the desks seem to have jeweler's tools, as well as other tools that look like jeweler's tools, but are a little bit more sort of clunky. There's some wrenches and stuff like that. You would consider them tinker's tools, probably.
You know, I think I heard a fairy tale involving a bunch of dwarves. mining once.
Hi ho.
Yeah.
That is a
What
door.
is this? Oh.
That is a door.
Open it.
Okay, very good.
Hang on, you sure you don't want to check for traps?
He opened the door, and
I'm already checking for traps.
I will let you know if you found any. With that perception and investigation, you see another hallway.
Hey, Matt,
Yes.
if we were to quantify how many tool sets there are,
Sure.
how many do you think there would be?
There would be one per desk.
So let's see. That's
One more thing, Zeke, that you find in your search of that area there, beyond the statuette of the Dwarf King, you find. This is kind of cool. I'm going to just type what it is because I'm not going to say the whole thing. It looks like some kind of really beautiful. I'll describe it actually. A beautiful, although old and dusty, cloth sort of headpiece seems to come over the face. You know, because there's like a circlet of blue quartz sewn into it. And then right next to that is a 3-foot-long alabaster. I don't know what this is, so I have to Google what this actually is. I think it's some kind of a historical scene that's etched in metal. But let me double check here and see what it actually is. What's that word mean? That is a relief carving on 3 panels, also known as a triptych. Never heard of this word before, but I like it. It's a 3-foot-long alabaster triptych. It's pretty heavy. It's about 25 pounds, depicting a dwarven wedding.
Curious.
The statuette, if you want to, you could make an intelligence check for all of these items to determine their value, unless you don't really care and you just want to shove them into your bag.
can't hear you, by the way, Zeke.
Oh, yeah. Can't hear you. I wonder, she's really quiet.
Hey, Matt.
Must have accidentally muted myself.
Yes.
Interesting. So I will put the triptych in my bag. The headpiece, I'm kind of examining it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop off the circlet of blasting and put it in my backpack and put the headpiece on for a second.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Does anything change or seem different?
Well, you guys look back over at Zeke, and she's got this sort of beautiful, sort of almost like a shroud in front of her face.
Interesting.
Well,
Put it back in my bag. Put the circlet of blasting back on.
Cool.
I'm just looking around at this long hallway.
Hey, Matt, does this count as a desk over here?
No, that actually is not a desk at all. That is a space somehow or other dedicated to metalworking. You note because there are fragments of little sort of shards of metal just all over the place, coated with dust and cobwebs, of course, but still shrapnel everywhere.
So if I were to take all 5 tool sets, which 5 would I get? You said they were a mixture of tinkers and jewelers?
Yeah, I mean, each one has a tinker's and jeweler's tool set.
So there's 5 of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I will put all of those within my bag.
So I look over to my my right as I enter this hallway. Does that room at the far end of the hallway look familiar?
Would you mind pinging it for me as to what room you are referring to?
Over here.
Oh, the far right. You said the far right. Over
Yeah,
there.
far right.
Yes. To your right, that room is very familiar because you see the fragments or remains of armor scattered across the floor from the creatures that you destroyed there.
Huh.
Hey Matt, does this architecture remind
Open the door.
Does this architecture remind Lraxi of any other type of architecture?
Such as what?
Let's say dwarven architecture.
Oh yeah, I mean it's very clearly all dwarven architecture. I don't think you even need to make a history check or anything like that for it. It's all dwarven architecture.
Can I just easily say this place is huge?
It is huge.
Mm-hmm. Just like everywhere else in Undermountain.
This room in which you have just stepped, you and Elbauthin, Zeke, seem to have, scattered around the room, the remains of a bed, an armoire, a desk, and a chair. Heaped around the broken desk are hundreds of torn-up scrolls, all bearing some kind of religious iconography. Immediately after you enter this room, however, Elbauthin, with the investigation roll that I remember that you have, which is 17.
No, it's not.
Where is it? I got it here.
It's 20.
Yeah, 'cause mod's plus 20. Yeah, and he rolled a 7.
Oh, you rolled a 7. Okay, so that's 20. Yeah, 10 plus 10. Thank you. It's even better. So yeah, you notice that down here in the bottom right-hand corner, you see that there are very clear seams in the wall that indicate some kind of a secret door.
Found something?
I trigger the secret door.
Okay. You move the secret door out of the way. It shows another passageway.
Hopefully it won't be involving some life-sucking ghosts.
As you move the secret door aside, you see that right in the middle of the passageway is a very intact scroll case, just right there in the middle of the floor.
I grab the scroll case.
Very good.
What's in the scroll case?
You open up the scroll case. It seems to be a scroll that you're not familiar with, because there's magical writing on it that you're not familiar with.
Who here can read magical writing?
Depends on the type of magical writing.
Can I look at
Yep.
You look at it, it makes no sense to you.
I can't read it.
I mean, it's obviously we're gonna all go around and.
I keep the scrolls till we find
Well, I mean,
magical.
Can none of us read it, Matt?
You pass it off to. Let me just check and see which spell can be. I'm pretty sure you can read this one, Qrevialur. That is. Second. Yes, you can. You and Lraxi can both read this. This is a spell scroll of mass cure wounds.
No. Well, I already have that spell.
You do?
Cool. A free use. Awesome.
Free use.
Free use.
Or we can just sell it. It's a pretty pricey scroll.
Oh, I'm gonna keep the scroll then. I'll sell
Well,
it. No, man, keep the spell of cure mass wounds or whatever. I'll keep the other. What other scrolls are in there, Matt?
That is it. That is the only spell scroll that you see on the floor. Everything else is torn up or illegible.
Okay.
Nothing down this.
Add that to Lraxi. Lraxi would probably do that.
Well, nothing down this hallway, but curious where it leads to.
Well, it was a secret door.
Corner.
Huh.
There's another door here.
There is.
Can I hear anything behind it?
With your perception, you hear nothing.
Open it.
Okay.
Open sesame.
And then run. Open it and run away.
Oh, more of these pillars.
Yep. You see inside this, the walls of the area are roughly hewn to give the room a sort of cavern-like appearance. The glow from 4 quartz pillars reflects off of flecks of quartz embedded in the walls.
You know, how long do you think it would took for those dwarves to set up these quartz lights?
Oh, I'm not done with my description yet. I apologize.
Nah.
As Elbauthin rushes to the north. The doors to the south, the double doors that I'm pinging right now, are engraved with the image of a mountain with a gem-shaped indentation at its core.
I think I found the door to the heart of the mountain.
The edges of the indentation seem to serve as handles that would potentially enable the doors to be pulled open if you so choose.
Is there a keyhole in this door?
No.
My immunity.
Can detect.
How do we get it open, Matt? The investigation is not enough to figure out how to open.
I just told you. The edges of the indentation allow you to pull the door.
So do it.
You open the door. As you do so, you hear a disembodied voice in Dwarvish say the following. This is where my voice starts to falter.
I think I speak Dwarvish.
Good.
Yeah,
then you'll understand.
You got the dwarf belt thing.
Lraxi understand?
Who understands Dwarvish? If not, I'll actually speak the Dwarvish, which they give here, which is really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dwarvish.
Okay, so in Dwarvish, you hear... Neither secrets nor treasures shall ye find. Turn back. Ye are not welcome here. You guys recognize that voice?
Oh, hey, Hallister.
Is it Hallister's voice?
It is Hallister's voice. For those of you who do not speak Dwarvish, you hear the following, also in Hallister's voice. Here's where the voice acting comes in. Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Igul elig secreton vil duig frenink. Svang tilbake. Yarig ikin lilig her. You're welcome.
Sounds like German.
Literally, that's Dwarvish.
I assume someone translates for us.
Yeah.
Hope so.
I assume Lraxi would?
Or Elbauthin would.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Hey.
Are you ready to join us?
Almost.
All
I gotta
right.
download Zoom my laptop.
Let me know so I can readjust the Zoom windows.
Well,
Excellent. Well, that sounds like a big old lie to me.
Hallister surely takes time learning how to speak God knows how many languages.
Why would a dwarf not know Dwarvish?
That was Hallister.
Hallister's a dwarf.
Is he?
No.
No.
Everyone looks at Qrevialur's like, no. No. We saw him.
I'm sorry, I remember.
I mean,
like,
he's really not a dwarf at all.
Wow! I didn't know he shrunk.
I was used to like looking at the front of the Mad Mage cover. I'm like, oh yeah, that dwarf right there.
That's not.
He looks like a dwarf from the cover.
That's not.
Hallister appears right now. He just pops out of nowhere. Hold on, I'm going to bring in his goddamn token.
Oh god. Oh god. We actually see him in the flesh.
Whoop. There he is. I'm going to bring him into the screen right the fuck now. There he is. There's Hallister. He pops up right next to here, stomps over to Lraxi. He's like, look at me, you fucking fool. Do I look like a goddamn dwarf to you?
That's not Lraxi, but okay.
Sorry, to Qrevialur, and he says, do I look like a dwarf to you?
Yes.
I just go wide-eyed
You're
actually
very
seeing.
short compared to.
But do I look like a dwarf?
Didn't I just say yes?
Okay. Clearly, you need a little bit of re-education. Let me check. He just pulls out a sheet of paper, and he looks at how many Hallister points you have.
I just look over at Zeke. Is this the first time we're actually seeing him in person, or am I forgetting something?
Snaps his
You're
fingers.
forgetting a lot of things.
A quill appears in his hands, and he goes, yeah, that's way too many for someone who thinks I'm a dwarf. Scratches out. He goes, yeah, that's a deduction. I'll say about 200 points off for that one. Bye. And then he just disappears. Poof.
Bye? Oh.
I lost my precious pawn. Whatever will I do?
I mean...
So is this...
It's open, right? The door's open.
Did you open it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Fantastic.
I'll also open it.
You both open the doors at the same time.
Because I'm strong. Holy God.
The doors open.
Oh!
Showcasing what this place can only be described as a temple to the gods. Hold on, I must play the awesome music.
I'm gonna stealth now.
He's like,
That's a lot. That's a lot, dudes.
Ooh, love that investigation. Love that perception.
okay, so let me give you guys some epic music as this place opens up.
Melt into this corner.
Go for it. Hold on. I'll give you. Yeah, that's fine. So in this beautiful place, a temple of Doomathoin.
Mm.
Quartz pillars shed their strange rose-colored light. Amidst this place, Duergar lean against various quartz pillars, nursing wounds they seem to have received. While in the midst of this, a single female dwarf, motioning to an enormous winged creature next to her, and notably tanner than her brethren, paces about the room. Her dwarvish cussing floats out like sheet music. The nave of this temple leads to a dais, far to the south of you, of golden marble. Behind it stand black basalt doors, flanked by glowing pillars of ivory light. Its lintel bears a bas-relief carving of a mountain with a gem at its heart. For all its beauty, death is still here. The stench of blood and brain matter stains the very air, and you can make out 4 corpses on the dais.
Yeah, I see that. Oh boy.
Well,
With Elbauthin stealth, he moves into the room unseen.
I look back as well. I think we found the heart of the mountain place.
and
As the
Skella
doors
Ironhide
open and
from
you
the
start
looks of it.
talking, like the Duergar like go, huh? Skella, this rather attractive-looking Duergar, like quickly motions to 2 Duergar. She's like, "Oh shit! The door's open! Quickly,
Wait,
close it! Come in or not?"
I try motioning the others to come in, like, now.
Get in here! Get in here! Quickly! The Duergar rush to the door.
I guess quickly let everyone else get in first and then shut it.
Okay. And the door is shut within a resounding boom. Gods. Who are you?
We are just simply adventurers.
Oh God, it's not you types again.
Again?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of little adventuring parties who have been through here, for hundreds of years.
Well, we just dealt with a ghost recently, or some kind of monstrosity that was...
Oh no.
A guardian.
That was no ghost. That thing's been hunting us for weeks now. Killing my men, or worse.
I think we killed it?
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah.
This is more than one.
Wait, is there more than one?
What do you mean you killed it?
Well, we were doing battle with it. It seemed
It's
like we were hit.
into the floor after death.
It turned into a giant monstrosity, and then we struck it down.
Oh, aye. We did that too. They come
So is it-
back.
So why are you still here?
Because we can't get past that thing. And she motions down to the south, where there is, again, these dwarven bodies with brain matter and viscera all over the place. And, Elbauthin, I'm sorry, you're going to have to stop right there then. If you're going there. Stop right where I pinged you, please. Thank you. As Elbauthin steps, even stealthed, right past this particular spot, this altar suddenly changes form. And as it does so, it churns into a gigantic humanoid creature, maybe 10 feet tall, and
Are you joking?
Oh no, I'm not, unfortunately.
Are you
Oh,
joking?
Jesus.
Are you kidding me?
Thanks, Elbauthin.
And attacks
God
Elbauthin.
damn it, I really need a nap.
Okay, Elbauthin, and I guess the rest. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Let me. But I think it's time. You know what? It's 11:25. Let me get rid of. Unless everybody started to roll initiative. No one did yet.
Nope.
Good. Let me clear the turn order. Oops. Good. Did that. We'll roll initiative after we get back from break. How does that sound, folks?
Sounds good.
Oof. All right.
I'm still stealthed, right? I'm still stealthed.
I mean, yeah, you're stealthed. But that said, we're gonna take a.
I am still out of 5th and 6th level spells.
Well, son of a bitch.
It's okay. We're gonna make do with what we've got. We've got a break coming up, which we're all due. I need to get some water myself because my voice is like. And Kraw's coming back, and so all the Zoom windows are shifted anyway. So it's a perfect chance for us to move things back into where they ought to be. So we will take our very well-earned 5-minute break. Five good for you guys, or do you need more?
I'd say give us more.
I'm gonna give you 7. How's 7 minutes?
Ooh.
All right, 7 minutes. We'll be back. And yes, thank you, Iron Wolf. Once Kraw has joined, we know that there are unfortunately going to be layout issues, which we're going to fix during the break. There's only 2 viewers, so I feel bad for Iron Wolf. Iron Wolf has been here so many times, and he never won the giveaway. And there haven't been enough people, so Iron Wolf, such a good friend to the channel. I'm gonna give this one to you.
We'll see if this closes my Zoom.
I'm gonna give this one to you. You're gonna get the code, Iron Wolf, because you're a good supporter of us here. So no need for the giveaway. Congrats. Yes, you win it honestly. Okay, well then you'll be the only person, and I mean unless there's another viewer and who wants to be part of the giveaway. I don't want you to lose again to some noob who's like, hey, I'm here. Yeah, that's fine. And then you're like,
I came for the giveaway.
Fuck my life. Like, honestly, I'm here every week. I want to win the giveaway. I never win the giveaway. And then some random guy comes in and just wins it. I think you deserve it, Iron Wolf. That is the final decision. So
You can win a different one, honestly.
that's right. We're going to be having more sponsors and stuff like that. And as we get through, we'll have other things to do. We're going to be setting up a Patreon soon. So lots of things. That said, let's start our break. We'll be back in 7 minutes. And yeah, bye until later. And take the time you guys have. Bye.
We're ready to take down some giant humanoid statue-looking thing.
This stream is brought to you by Anvil. Hey folks, have you ever wished you had a way to customize your character's mini so that it looks exactly like they would look in your wildest imagination and not just rely on the off-the-shelf stuff? Well, with Anvil, you can have the exact miniature that completely represents your character, created in 8 stunning materials, and then shipped to you worldwide. Anvil is an online service available for desktop and smartphone devices for gamers to take complete control over the design of their tabletop miniatures. And with over 2 trillion, that's right, 2 trillion unique combinations to create the perfect character, you won't have any problems creating your next adventurer. And they're adding awesome new content to their library every day. So check them out at anvil.co. That's ANVL.co. And while you're there, check out their new subscription service, which for a low monthly cost allows for 5 STL downloads for you home 3D print enthusiasts to print as many figures as your little heart's desire, along with a variety of discounts for future purchases. Anvil, your trusted source for high-quality custom miniatures. All right.
All right.
We're back. We still do not yet have Kraw, but he will be joining us soon. That said, now is the time on Sprockets when we roll initiative. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Let me open up Mr. This is a good one. I like this. I like this music.
Holy shit.
Hey, Drakon, sorry. Can you roll a shit for me?
I'm doing everything, don't worry.
He's good. He's been doing a great job.
You got
Kudos to him.
Oh, yeah. You're my amazing voice act.
Whatever. I'm glad that you're not killing him. All right. That's
I wouldn't do that. No. I can mess with him, but no, that's too far. There's a line in the sand.
There's a line.
There's
I
a
will
line.
kill your character.
There's a reason why he let me take over Lraxi instead of you, man. It's because you would cross that line.
Oh, no. Wait a second. I resent that statement.
This is the second Guardian.
Here we go. As this creature forms from the very altar itself, all of the Duergar go, oh shit, not again! Skella goes, oh god, no. These strange creatures that Skella is, and the other Duergar seem to be allied with, are these enormous winged monstrosities that once this creature forms, they just fly. They fly up to the ceiling, which, as you look up to the top of the ceiling of this place, it looks like it's been carved to look like a cavern. It actually has sort of carved stalactites. You know they're not natural because they're too perfectly formed. But everything else is beautiful. The inlaid floors, the gorgeous steps, the dwarven architecture is immaculate. And then this creature just comes out of the altar. And now it's Zeke's turn.
Zeke is kind of hoping that they don't have to get into a fight. So, hold on, let me see. How far away am I from this guy? 60 feet. All right. I am going to... I'm just gonna hold, also because I'm standing next to a bunch of people, I don't want to accidentally explode. I'm just gonna hold action on a firebolt.
Okay.
If it looks like this fight is unavoidable before my next. So I'm gonna hold action on a firebolt.
What is the actual trigger though for your firebolt?
The actual trigger for the firebolt is going to be the creature attacking someone other than Elbauthin, who was right in front of him.
Roger that. Got it. If that's your action, are you going to move or are you going to stay?
Where is everybody in this space? This room is so big!
It is a big room. This is one of the biggest rooms on this level, if not the biggest.
Oh, wrong button.
In fact, let me zoom out for those watching at home to just get you guys have an idea of the scale of this friggin' room.
So are these
I'm gonna go hang out over here.
Superb. You were saying, Qrevialur?
Alright.
Are all these pillars
actually
they are. Like all of these pillars,
so
they're all made of the same glowing material. Okay, cool. Let me just go back to Talron, because it is his turn. Talron.
I quickly look over at the femme Duergar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that thing hostile?
She says, well, it is now.
Well, looks over fine. Then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm gonna, as a bonus action, use Hexblade's Curse.
What's the range on Hexblade's Curse?
Hexblade's Curse.
30 feet.
Oh, fuck. I don't think that's 30 feet. Shit.
No, it is not.
Never mind then.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, no. I'm actually gonna cast Hex on it.
Okay. What's the range on Hex?
I swear to God, it's another.
Anyone you can see.
Any creature I can see, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Very good.
2, 3. So 20, 14, 16.
All will hit.
Ah.
Okay, low AC.
So 27.
Okay, 27.
I'm joining the Zoom right now.
Thank you. I will see what we can do about getting you all of these things fixed.
And I think I add the necrotic damage as well.
The hex damage, yes.
So like 3d6. Yeah, 3d6. 11.
So total of.
Damn it, the number 21.
38.
Very good.
38.
Okay, you fire 3 blasts. They sail through the air. This thing just takes them. Looks down to the smoking holes in it.
Oh, I think I pissed it off.
Anything else?
That's my action and bonus.
Cool. Elbauthin.
I am going to stab it from stealth.
Okay.
With my rapier.
Okay.
So that is a 25.
That will hit.
Then instead of using stealth again, I am going to fly up and disengage. And
So you mean
continue to
disengage and then fly up?
Fly up until I'm out of range from the creature.
Just to be clear, you mean disengage first and then fly up?
Yes.
Got it.
Well, I have to fly up and disengage, right?
So what I mean is, if you fly up without disengaging, he's going to take a swat at you. So what you want to do is disengage first, and then fly out of its reach.
Right. Fly out of its reach.
Yes. Very nice.
So how high am I?
Good question. The
30 feet, I think.
Well, let's see. I think this actually tells me how large this place is.
But his fly speed is his movement speed, right?
Correct. But he wants to know how high the actual room is, I think, right? Or did you ask me how high you were?
Yeah, how high do I need to be out of reach?
5. I mean, more than 5 feet, you'll be out of reach.
Oh, he's only 5 feet tall?
No. He's a large creature. He has a reach of 5 feet.
So I have to be 5 feet above him, so how far above him?
If you are 10 feet above him, you will be out of his reach of melee attacks.
Okay, so I'm 15 feet above him.
Beautiful. Thank you for answering me. All right, and that was how much damage?
15. No, wait.
25.
25 because of the because of the sneak. Very nice. Your blade sings through the air, and you chop a huge chunk out of this creature. The Duergar behind you all sort of begin to sort of watch as this creature is slowly and surely being taken apart by you guys. However, it is now the Golem's turn.
Well, I think I'm the closest target.
What is its speed? Oh, that's really crappy. Yeah. It sort of lumbers. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Does it have a... Let's check something out here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. So it's going to use an attack. Well, it's going to use an action called Haste.
Oh.
So until the end of its next turn, the Golem will magically gain a +2 to its AC. And it can use its attack as a bonus action until the end of its next turn. So it's going to use its movement to move towards Talron. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then that's where it stops because it's used its action. And now it has nothing left to do.
It has its bonus action.
It used it as its bonus action. It's used its action for haste. Yeah, it can use its slam attack as a bonus action, so it's going to use its slam attack.
God.
Yep, it's going to use its slam attack. Boom. So it's going to wham you. 15.
Does not hit.
That does not hit. So there you go.
However, it did just attack Talron.
So throw your firebolt.
So I'm going to firebolt him. 25 to hit.
Will hit, absolutely.
Wait,
17 damage.
Cool. Very nice.
did you say it acid haste, or is it just?
It's an
damage?
ability. It's an ability.
Okay, so it didn't. The spell, not the spell. Okay.
It didn't use a spell.
I just wanted to make
Clay
sure.
golems using spells? What kind of crazy talk is that?
It's a magic golem made of magic, so it has the
You're
magic.
made out of
first.
magic.
I know I am. That's why I can cast
No,
magic.
I am. What am I? All right, that's the end of its turn. Qrevialur, it's your turn.
It's too far away to run to. So it's like here. Then I will.
Pocket.
I know my own spells. Thank you.
I know. I just like that spell.
I will mock it. Yes. Viciously.
Hey.
I do want to see
You
if these
know
things can be
what?
mocked. What do you say to this golem?
That's right.
You smell like you look like shit,
It's not a shit golem, dude.
but it looks like one. That's the insult. He knows it's not a shit golem, but it looks like.
Well, let's see if he can determine the difference as to what he's really made of. Wisdom saving throw? Wow, what
Yeah,
a crappy wisdom he has. Let's see if he can beat a 14. He got a 14! he looks down at himself, he's like, pokes himself. All right. That is that. Wow. The dice
Does
gods
not
were with
do
me
half
tonight.
damage.
Who knew?
It is a cantrip, so it does not do half damage.
It does no. Yeah, it knows damage. Anything else, Qrevialur?
Nope.
Nerthiost.
Well, Nerthios has a much longer range. I believe it's 120. And I'm pretty sure that's within 120.
For what though?
Eye beams.
Oh yes, the beams. It's the beams.
It's 90 feet.
It's
90
still
feet.
pretty darn
Alright,
good.
so
I'm pretty sure
3
he's
and
within
1.
range here.
All right, so
While I actually have you,
wisdom saving throw.
I'll be moving. Oh, I can't. And by the way, I will be adjusting the frames on this, so you'll have to excuse me. Wisdom saving throw on the creature. Yeah. Let's do it.
Saving throw.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What's he got to beat? No, he failed that
13.
one. He got a 3. So
All right, he's now afraid of Nerthios.
Oh, come on.
Another wisdom saving
Unless
throw.
he's immune. Unless he's immune to being frightened, of course.
let's check. Yes, he's immune to frightened. Sorry.
All right.
Oh.
Well then, another wisdom saving.
Sure. I got a 1 on that one.
All right. Well, he's now under the effects of Confusion Ray.
Cool.
Can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. On its turn, it can't move, and it has to use its action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range.
Okay. Confusion.
Can't attack. It does nothing. It's in chat.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I got you. All right.
Are
Yeah.
you back in?
Yeah. Kraw is
I'm
back
good,
in,
yeah.
and in fact, while he is, I will adjust.